Libra, how you getting on? Welcome to your April. You're right, Libra. Sorry, it's very early. Please just open up to me, or please just open up the opportunity is endless. Endless opportunities. You could be dealing with a life path number one, or an Aries, but they keep saying please open up. Now I don't know if this is your feelings or like shops and things like that, and you just can't wait to get out, and it's like, oh man, I am so sick to death of everything. Like my hair's getting long, or like I wish everything would just open up. Now, for some of you, it might be like a bank account. They keep saying, I wish my bank account would open up, or like I can't get into my house, or I'm locked out of something. Because I keep picking up this person standing there just thinking, I wish it would open. Like, I wish it would open up. Like a box. Like, I wish a box would open up. Or like a safe account or a savings account. They keep saying like a savings account. And I wish I could open up a savings account. Or my accountancy. Like, I wish I could open up my accountancy. Or like my shop. Some of you might own a shop or work in a shop. But like a donation shop. Or like, I just wish it would open. I don't know what it's for, Libra. Obviously, I've got no idea. So, is this meaning anything to you? Because all I can pick up is someone wishing that a box would open up, or wishing that a vox would open up, a fox, lead it, but like a shop. So, a lot of you must be shopkeepers or owners, or something like that. And like, I wish it would just open up because I can't sell anything until it opens. That's all they keep saying. But I mean, for generically, or Jen, or Jennifer, or Jason, or Julian. But like, is any of this like feelings? I wish someone would open up to me, but I really don't pick it up as that. I'm picking it up as like a shop, and for a lot of you, kind of like getting very frustrated because say your favourite shop's not open, or like the hairdressers is not open. Or like things, because this really could be like for you the coronavirus stuff and whatnot, and you can't open it. But I don't know what's going on in other countries. I know that in Britain it's kind of like April, May time, but so there's kind of like this. Well, you could be dealing with an Aquarius because I keep hearing wish, and it's like I just wish, I just wish, I just wish, and sitting here wishing and wishing and wishing and wishy washy. So I wish my washing up would open my. This is a very weird one, Libra. But my like like say you've got locked out, you do a load of washing, right? And your washing machine won't open up. That's what, very strangely, I normally say these kind of things, and people, it's happening to them at the moment. Like their laundrette, like a laundrette won't open up, or their washing machine won't open up, or like the shop won't open up. Now, I really don't know if this is to do with someone's feelings, where the majority of you are going to be saying, yeah, they won't open up to me, they won't open up their feelings, and they won't open up the communication. But, so, like I said, not everybody always deals with love, because the majority of your messages here, of what they're saying, is wishing upon a star of around an Aquarian, but I just wish that this would open up. And it's a bit like open sesame, like Sesame Street. I wish the street would open up, or I wish dry your eyes, mate, the street. Like your mate would open up, I just wish my mate would open up. So some of you are talking to a friend, and you're saying, like, I wish my... Okay, some of you have probably got some sort of thing for your friend, and you're like, I wish my friend would open up to me for a relationship. Like, am I a contender for a relationship with a friend, right? Because, I mean, I don't know if this is you talking to a friend and they're going through something and you're like, I wish you would just open up to me and tell me exactly what it is that you've got to say. Or whether this is a parenting thing, or like some of you might have like a friend that you're kind of like, you know what, this person, I don't know if they're a friend or a lover, you know, or a mother. So it might be something to do with Gemini for a lot of you, okay? Or a Gemini mother, and I wish they would just open up. Okay. I wish they would just open up. But again, like I said, I have to be very careful on messages that I give to people. You've got to know about control and narcissism, because if you are, then don't worry about these messages if you really don't want to open up to a person, because nobody can force you to do anything, okay? So if any of you are going through anything extremely controlling and this message is from a person that's saying, I wish they would open up, the majority of the time people close down their emotions in life because they're absolutely sick to death of family or things going on that are out of their control. So don't go and open up to a person that you know you shouldn't. I'm just hearing as a message, I wish they would open up to me, okay? So that's down to you whether you do or not, or the other person does, okay? So if that's within feelings and family dynamics or whatever these messages may relate to you, that message is, I wish they would open up to me, okay? But I do have to also state, through counselling and stuff, when you deal with narcissism and control, if you've shut down from a person for so long, that person's thought process would be, I wish they would open up to me, okay? So be cautious and be careful, okay? There is something to do with around caution, around a Cancerian maybe, okay, or a driving caution. Like I need to, okay, they're saying precautions. I need to take precautions. So for some of you, one, this is pregnancy, and two, this is having to take steps and precautions first before you open up a shop. Okay, so if you do own a shop or a business or a company, and it is involved around like, I don't know about medical, but they say, okay, here we go. Something to do with like medical, pharmaceutical, medical, this kind of thing, like medical condition. Like I might have a medical condition and that might stop me from being able to do something, right? So it means that people have to go for a test. So either one, a driving test, or two, a medical test first. Well, that will relate to a lot of things that are going on around these bus passes. Well, I said bus pass in previous messages for people. But that bus pass, what I realised is either one, a company of driving, or two, it's to do with an old age pensioner and buses, okay, on the buses, but the TV programme, or it was to do with the bus pass that is actually been implemented by Britain. Now, I don't know if that's anywhere else in the country, but as it states, is what I know in the States, they're saying in the States, right? Stacey, or Stephen, or in the States, anything beginning with S, okay, S. But as far as I know, that we have to have these bus pass. It might be something to do with the buses, like coach bus, trains and stuff, trains, planes, automobiles. I wish everything would start because I want to go on holiday, I want to travel, I want to go out. You must have a lot to do with Cancerian or travelling, okay? Travel agents, also agencies, which is like shops, tax, so on and so forth, opening up, okay? I really pick up a lot of these, like I said, of shops, really, your messages for April. But going back slightly, what they're saying is that some of you are probably experiencing this month a lot to do with around needing like medical stuff around these passes. Like in order to open up a shop or a pub or a boozer or like a company, you're going to need a pass, which means that everybody has to have the coronavirus check to say that everybody's been checked. Nobody has it. If you are close quarters with people and then they start opening up things, that is why they're implementing the coronavirus, and this could have a big impact on your business itself because it is to do with around, it has to come from the government first before it comes into our hands. Like, so we have to be insured and all that kind of stuff, and I have to see the insurance company and blah 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 and so on and so forth. And if I really want to continue on with this business, then really it's in the hands of the beholder, really, which is Amanda Holden. But like it's in the eyes of the beholder of really, even if you own a company, it's still in the hands of fate of government stuff, right? So it's kind of a lot of things that you may be going through as owners of companies or business, or even if you work there, where it's going to have a lot to do with around things being changed by the government when they change their law. Because I'm also hearing Laura, okay, or Laura, but like Law, L, anything beginning with L or Elzebub, something to do with a Capricorn as well may be involved in your soul groups or people. Sun, rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node. Okay, so sorry if I'm speaking too fast and people have never seen this channel before. You may not understand it, okay? You may not understand it. I just don't have time in order just to explain this every time to everybody in every video, because everybody would get bored that already knows. So take it under advisement of how I channel, and then we look into the cards. Okay, Libra? But they're saying that a lot of you, like I said, my spirit is telling me that it's a lot to do with things that are in your hands but out of your capable hands, right? So you've kind of got this Capricorn is here, like captain, like on a crusade or a cruise. Like I want to go on a cruise, or the name Tom, okay, or even Elizabeth. But I want to go on a cruise, right? For instance, I want to go on holiday, right? Private flight, you may be here somewhere, but I want to go private. Like I want to do this private, okay? So you could be dealing with Scorpio 4, but I want to do this privately, okay? I want to do this privately. So in order to do it, you have to do it correctly, and this is what I've been. Some people's messages have all been merging into one. If you've been watching quite a few of my videos, where they all merge into one around business, okay, and doing things the correct way and responsible for it, right? So you are responsible for your business, you are responsible for what guidance you give, and you are responsible of where I've been going through it with the Cancerian reading, and God knows how many other readings where I've been saying that like people using tarot cards basically as just think that it's a game, and people that are wasted and God knows what else, and drinking and doing things that I don't think is responsible of people that really should be doing it, to be honest. But this is where I more than likely rub quite a few people up the wrong way. But I'm talking about not people that do drink or drugs or anything like that. I'm talking about people that do this kind of thing on screen, elucid, right? Elucid, or Lucy, the name Lucy, but elucid, right? So Matthew, or something like this is a very good artist that sings lucid. But I definitely keep hearing that name Lucy. Okay. Lucifer as well, so that would represent Capricorn. So you seem to have these messages that are all really about, well, what Libra is really, business first. Business comes first, right? And that would be a Libra all day long, is business comes first. Business before pleasure, right? It should be, right? Well, it is in your message anyway. But they're saying that a lot of these kind of things, that they are in your hands, but they are like in your capable of hands of not wanting to put people in harm's way, okay? So you have, if you're dealing with a lot of people, for instance, on any kind of platform of whatever this is, you know, you have a responsibility, and it's kind of merging in with your businesses and your house and your family structure, but it also seems to be merging in a little bit from the messages that I've been splurting and blurging out just recently over the last month, well, for this month, is about responsibility for one's actions, of what that represents within business, of how I would hold myself, you know. Me, personally, within Vedic, I have I don't know what you call it, Ketu, Rahu, whatever, but the north node or whatever it is, but one of them pointing up is Libra, and then Aries, right? And that still represents some certain things within my birth chart, but within Vedic I would be, yeah. So I would be very diplomatic, and business would come first. That would mean a hell of a lot to me, but that would be within that chart for me of business. Okay. So yeah, you've kind of got this, look, I want to be fair and I want to be diplomatic, but it's kind of, you could be dealing with Taurus as well, by the way, because Taurus are very diplomatic, it can be. It's kind of like all your messages are really around business and around wanting things to open up and wanting to get out, wanting to, you know, to physically be able to start life again, right? And or Jen, the name Jen, Julia, Jason, Justin, Jeremy. But yeah, it's kind of like I have such an eager approach of wanting to get started, but I can't because there is something in my way. And it is about the first message that kicks off your whole month, which, or even now, because these are quite early. Like I said, this is why I do weeklies, because of being current energies. So it even might start happening now, right? But like something's in my way that I need to do first before I, like, because I need it to open up, right? So I'm kind of looking at the Four of Pentacles around Scorpio Taurus, if I'm honest, right? and I need this thing to open up. Now, I don't know if someone's really trying to get into your business, like really trying their best to get into your business. But you see, when it comes to business, what people don't understand around tarot card readings and tarot channels and God knows what else is that if a person has a creditable company, they have a lot at stake, right? They have a lot at stake. And when you get people that ask for, say, can you be a part of this? You have to always look at, when you own a big company, right, you have to have a look at the other company, right? And you have to look at what's being offered towards me, right? Because it is a lot of business strategies that I go into in my head. But business strategy, right? And business strategy, I can never really say that. It's a tragedy. But business strategy is one of those things that I would really represent more towards Libra, to be honest. And strategic moves of chess, really. But like the Queen, picking up the Queen for some reason, the actual one, or the Queen's Gambit. But Gabby, Abby, Abigail, Gabby, Abs, Gabs, Abs, Jim, physical Jim or James, or like the gym. Like, and I want the gym to open, right? Because I want to go back and I want to start getting out and seeing people and, doing all these kind of things, it seems. But me, generally, if I start channeling for Libra, it always comes down to business every time I channel for you, because it represents justice, right? So the Justice Department, things being fair and unfair, fair advantages. You might even always see in your relationships that you may meet people that always end up having an affair, right? So I'm really picking up a huge Cancerian around you, if I'm honest, okay, of like having an affair, right? Because for some reason I'm picking up Glenn Close. Glenn Close, or the name Glenn, or Glenn Close, or a place called The Close. But Glenn Close, which was in Fatal Attraction, right? Was that Glenn Close? I'm sure it was. It's something to do around that. Around a bunny boiler, maybe. But like, always seem to find myself in an affair, right? Not always, not all of you, obviously. But in an affair. Because I'm picking up like foreign affairs and national affairs. That might be that as well. Fairground attraction. Fatal attraction. Fatality. Something to do with Scorpio. Come here! But like a fight. Fight or flight energy. Shall I leave it or shall I go? Should we continue on or not? Like, should we go on holiday or not? Shall we open this up or not? Shall we continue or not? Kind of like a lot of those of like weighing up your pros and your cons when it comes to like, we really need to start opening up, and we really need to start going over things and strategies and how are we going to go forward. Like, when we open up, have we got everything ready? If we're going away, have we got everything packed? Is everything kind of like locked and secure? Are we doing this the right way? And like, are we doing it legally? And like, I don't know if any of this is even getting close to like being married and stuff like that, or like running a business and doing it the right way, right? It's really what I'm hearing for you, Libra. So where is your love life in this? Because if your love life's good, then you're just holding on to the person for dear life. Like, you're holding on to the person for dear life for a crutch, for support, right? If you're in relationships, you're looking to your partner to support you in this. So you must be talking to your partner a lot about what's going on. Because some of you are looking to make partnership. Okay, so that means that you're looking to find a stable community or a stable place to live or a stable place to go, but also a stable partner. A stable partner. Now, I'm also hearing horse stables for some reason, like a horse stable, or constable. I'm also hearing a constable, but like a police officer, something to do with the police. Okay, the police. So that would obviously be doing it right. Okay, which is to do with police. They keep saying unless you're dating a policeman or something, right? Police, or you're going into the police force. Okay, so you got a few here, Libra. You got something to do with around police force, but some of you are actually dating or like your partner is in the police force itself. But for a lot of this is because I keep picking up like we need to do this legally, and we need to, like, if we want to merge a company or business, we need to do this right, and the business needs to be creditable for us to put our name or brand on this, and it needs to be creditable. So it means that the product that you have or sell needs to be creditable, or the name sell. But it needs to be, they're saying that it needs to be a creditable company with great product, right? I mean, it's typical Libra to think about business. You know, it is. But they keep saying, like, creditable, credit, my credit rating and credit score. So any of you, are you suffering financially or you're not? Because it feels like my credit rating and my credit score is like a lot to do with this one-upmanship. Like, I have to be top of the bill and everything is so important that I have to be top of everything. That's pride for you. That's what Libra gets, pride, right? So it's like we have to beat everybody to the punch. We have to open up first, right? We have to put ourselves first above anybody else. We have to, like, well, that's what they're saying. But it's that striving, strive. Someone's driveway, or driving company, or drive in Kent's area or something. But strive. I'm also hearing strep throat for some reason. Strep throat. So something to do with, like, I don't know, for some strange reason in April you might get a sore throat. So are you having your tonsils out by any chance? Somebody having their tonsils out? Tonsils. Toddlers. I keep picking up like toddlers, like kids, children, tots and teens. Or Tina, the name Tina Turner. Nutbush. Someone could be a nut. But like, well, Piscean nuts, they had it in their last reading. Nuts about one, or one is nuts. But like, nuts, or Hazel Dean, the name Dean, or Hazel, has hazel brown eyes. Hazel brown. This person has brown eyes. Brown eyes, hazel brown eyes. Whoever this person is, could be a Tina that has hazel brown eyes. As I keep saying, but this person, whoever it is, has brown eyes, not blue, brown eyes. Right? Spies. So Tina, there could be another Tina from an old company, maybe, I don't know, you're probably watching. But something to do with spies a lot. So you got a mole. This person has moles on their face. Or has moles. Yeah, so that is you, right? Tina Robinson. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Robert, or Rob, or Robbie, or Robertson. Okay. Yeah, spies. So probably on this channel. that would be unlikely, right? Your boyfriend, your boyfriend, I don't think you got married. Steve, right? Also another Steve. Capricorn, Steve, Tina, Pisces, Aquarius, Cusper, Boss, Libra. So there you are. You're right. Spies, apparently, spies. So, yeah, I mean, this person, I mean, I'll give it to you because a lot of you may even work for this company, I don't know, because I put these out on my Facebook. This person used to go around different people and spy, and then go back and feed false info to Boss of Libra, and then he used to cause God knows how much havoc between Capricorn, Capricorn, Pisces, Libra, Boss. So I don't know if I'll give you these star signs. It's up to you what you do with them. Like I said, I'm a conduit of spirit messages. If they are here, this is where I normally rub people up the wrong way. They're like, oh my God. It's my job, bruv. It's my job. Yeah, so you got this conspiracy theory type thing of a travelling company, maybe. Because I'm hearing spies like us, like Paul, or Paul McCartney, someone that's McCartney, or McGinn, maybe McGinn, John McGinn, or a John McGinn. I know a John McGinn, but it might even be a John, right? John, Jay, Julian, Jason, Justin, all these J's. You've kind of got this. Lost my flow now. you've got this, yeah, I'll stick with that slightly. Sorry if that was slightly down. Of this spy energy. Now, I'll give you a brief, quick thing. Some of you might need to see your brief counsellor, Laura, the name Laura, or like the police in some ways. Okay, but I'm definitely picking up like a spy that goes back and feeds it back to other people. Like they come in and they take info and they go back and they feed it to others. And I used to deal with this kind of person for ages, and I know what that can be like in a business. Is that you can even go to a boss and tell them that this person does all that kind of thing, but they already know, and they're compromised between their son or their mother, whichever way this round might be for you. But Instant Of was always conflicted between gaslighting narcissism. Their son and boss here knows everything that goes on, but I always used to say you don't even realise that you're being controlled by this one person that implements madness into this person that then comes to you and stops all this from going on because of a gaslighting narcissist, right? So the gaslighting person can cause hysteria by picking up pieces of info and feeding it back to another, and this happened in Pisces reading and also around Capricorn. That people that pick up pieces of info through spies, and they spy on companies, and they spy on people, not letting the people know their true intentions of what it is. And they get info here, and then they go to other people here, and then like release the kraken of a lie or something, and then they talk about other people here, and then it gets fed back to say Libra energy here. Okay, doesn't have to be you in the middle, but this is the middleman, right? So it's kind of like the same. It's like internet-based wars, company-based wars, God knows what else. But it's kind of like an energy that is coming in and taking info, whatever you want to relate this as, is taking info from here and then using it in one's own company itself to see how someone else is doing and how can we better ourselves than what they are. And this is where you get God knows how many tarot readers that I don't like. Sorry, but I don't. Because they take info from other people to see how they're doing in order to try and take it over, right? But you get difference of opinion when it comes to God knows people, right? So you've got you've got strategies that people are trying to think, well, how can we beat people to the competition? How can we beat everybody else? Competitive energies. How can we beat everybody else? What can we start doing now because this is where people start to resort to okay, I'll be very contradictive, and this is where you have to be, and it came up and it has done. Sorry if you are wanting a cup and a fish, that'll be in a bit, right? These are more valuable, I feel, but contradictive people and contradictive energies, right? Some people in life, they do say, okay, everything in life is to do with astrology, and you'll only ever get what you get when you get it, blah, 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 so on and so forth. But, say like Richard Branson, for instance, right, is a very extremely successful business person. And they get it because they have certain parts in their Vedic chart, or they have certain parts in other charts, okay? Then, you can get a person that will say, okay, everybody, on a YouTube channel, I'm going to sell you a £180 video, each person, and I'm going to do a seminar on everything and charge you 180 quid because I'm going to tell you how to be successful. But then a contradictive energy would be someone, in the past when you listen to what they say, they actually tell you that everything happens because it's within your astrology. So you have to look for a certain placement of, right, blah, 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 so on and so forth, to make you successful, right? Well, obviously then, if that isn't happening for a person, right, and you're not successful, you don't need to look for an answer for a person that's selling you a video for £180, say, right? Because if you're not, obviously your astrology is telling you that these people are obviously not. So they either have a gift in a certain way, or they have something about them that is about an individual person. that is designed as a structure for them through their karma and through their astrology placements to say, well, if you were successful, you would know that you are successful, right? But no, we're going to sell you this, right? And we're going to smoke and mirrors, right? To corner the market, we'll come up with an idea of whatever that is that can be that will not give you this for free, but I'm going to do a seminar on something that lets you know how I am successful and how I did it and how you can do it. And that's where someone will then say, don't believe in law of attraction because it's rubbish and it's crap, which is my belief. Law of attraction doesn't work, blah, blah, blah. But on the other hand, of contradiction of narcissism and control is, I'm now going to sell you something of extreme quantity that has our name and brand on it, right? That is going to be of value to you to let me know how it is that you do what I do. Did you see the spirit? Probably not. Right? Because trust me, this person behind my back, my spirit, is what tells me what goes on all out there to everybody else that people may or may not know. My spirit does not lie to me. Right? It doesn't. Right? I believe in it wholeheartedly. So, I have a seminar in order to do. I'm going to sell you this of high quality and charge you a lot of money for it to tell you how to be successful in life. This is where you'll get people that think that they're life coaches, or people that think that they don't believe in law of attraction, and they tell you they don't believe in law of attraction, but really what they're selling you here is the opposite. It's the same. It's something that they're telling you of law of attraction, of what you need to look for within your chart, or what you need to look for that will make you successful. But if you're already not successful, then what is it that you need to know about your astrology that's even going to make any goddamn difference whether you are or not? Because if people are not successful and it isn't happening for you, well then there's a reason why that isn't. You don't need to spend £180 on a goddamn thing here to let people know how successful and how to be it if they're not. There's nothing within your mind or within your life that will change anything if you are not something, because that means that you are designated as a person to learn who it is that you are. Because these people can sell you a gift of crap, right, for say, well, I don't know, I'll do what you like, this is what my spirit's telling me. I know people out there that might teach you how to read a tarot card, for instance, right? And they charge, say, $30, £40, $30, £30, whatever it is, how to read a card. Taurus, Virgo or Capricorn, maybe, who knows, but the first card out. But I'm going to teach you how to read a card, right? And I'll charge you 30 quid. It's in a goddamn book, bruv. It's in a book already. You get one with when you... I mean, I've never read it. But, again, it might even be on Reddit. But I'm going to teach you how to do all of that, right? You get contradictive energies here. You do, right? So, when it comes to business, right? When it comes to business, I've seen people that literally tell you that I'm going to do a seminar and charge you a hell of a lot of money to doing a seminar, then when on here, they physically tell you not to do something and not do it, and then don't believe in twin flames and everything else, but then they do, well, what we're going to do? Well, we'll have to do divine feminine. We'll have to do divine masculine. We'll have to do twin flame readings because everybody wants it. And because we know that feminine energies can be very vulnerable, or even male energies are very vulnerable, we'll overcharge everybody. Right? And this is where you get where everybody then starts to blame everybody. But unfortunately, when it comes to business, Libra, when people also do, because I can still be in that same bracket, because I charge everybody also for Patreon, but I try to keep that very, very, very minimal and try to give everybody as much as I possibly can for a very little price, right? But then you get price brackets, and then you get people, overheads, expensive things, expensive ways of living. Some people out there actually have YouTube channels that have a lot of people that actually do everything for them. They just read. They physically just read. These people might even be Eat, Read, Love, maybe. But these people, they do all of the stuff behind the scenes. We just need you just to stick that little thing in that camera and sit there for an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours a day and do a few readings, and we will do all of the recording, we'll do all of the publicity, we'll do all of the selling, we'll put all of this stuff in front of everybody's eyes because we're marketers. We know exactly what we are doing. So we need you to do that, but what do you have here? Overheads. So I have these people to pay. And if these people are telling me to do what I may feel or feel isn't, what comes first? Money. Right? So people then start to overcharge and over blah, blah, blah. And you get Z person here that gets very frustrated, also maybe, with things maybe or maybe not working out. Right? So we need to do something extremely expensive, and let's just come up with God knows what and sell it to everybody. Say a box of crystals for 250 quid, perhaps. Right? £250. Something everybody else what they do, right? I buy. Me, like I said, this is probably where I may rub people up the wrong way. Spirit. Everybody in life loves to blame a human being, right? When it comes to me, I just put my spirit first. That's what I said. I can end up triggering people off, really pissing people off in the end, right? Because I have a voice of a person that stands up for the truth, right? Libra, right? I stand up for the truth, right? So I stand up for myself, and I stand up for what it is I stick by, which is my spirit. They tell me, I tell you, right? A lot of people might think, well, we don't really know that. Can you see it? Spirit, right? Where did that come from? Is that happening? Do these people ever admit that that kind of stuff's happening? Right? About the devil you know. Let's see. Anyway. Libra. What's your tarot card say, Libra? For April, Libra. God, I hope all that was recording. Sorry, if anybody keeps noticing that I look over here, someone's asking about my eyes. When I'm not thinking, like, how can you explain it? Someone said what it is, even I can't even remember. Cognitive, God knows what else, like, but there's a microphone here and it has a red dot on it, and if it flashes, I'm sitting here going, and I really don't want to be doing this for 37 minutes and it's not recording. But yeah, when I'm not basically not thinking, not using my ego. Okay, not afraid to say what Spirit's telling me. Let's see. I'm not afraid. Full stop, I'm not afraid. What people are afraid of in life is down to your own, your own judgment. You get judged by being afraid. Or frailly. I keep hearing the name frailly or frail. Someone's very fragile. That's what I'm saying. You have to be careful what you lead these people into believing. You don't know what people are. People could come onto your channel with suffering through PTSD and been listening to people that do twin flame readings. Let's see. Me, you'll see, because this is probably important. Me, you'll see, right, is that I just do cards, right, and I read the story in the cards. Some people, they do here, and they do here, right, and they say, this is you, and this is them, and you cannot swap that. Oh, no, you're not swapping that. This is you. Is that not forceful of letting people not being able to think and feel for themselves within their head? Right? No, you're not swapping it. This is you. This is you. Really? It's a story. It doesn't matter. It's the story that matters, right? It's your life. So let's see. Libra. The Sun. Everything is gravy, baby, unless you're absolutely skint. But Leo energy, spending a lot of time with the family, watching your business of a one go down as the sun goes down. And many planetaries turns in that way. Keep dreaming, fascination, fashion burning. Moving on. I'm moving on. Yeah, I'm moving on with my life. Some of you physically are trying to move, like you're trying to move. But you're spending a lot of time with the family, right? But trust me, this card is a good card, but it can really burn. Okay. Also here in Burnsfield School, something to do with Burnsfield School. Something like toddlers going to school. Some of you, toddlers, tots and teens. The baby I predicted through Libra. Congratulations, my girlfriend's brother's sister. No, what? What? No, what? Some of you got a lot of family. But I told you, my girlfriend, Cameron, the baby, it was born. Something about the boy. It was very special. It was born on my birthday. Cameron, camera 1, camera 2, Wayne's World. Camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, scan. Right? The baby that was born, brand new, into the family, into the soul group. A baby. Cameron, born a Pisces, on my birthday. I ain't going to go into it anymore because I'm sure I told you about this last time, Libra. For the last 12 months, I was pretty much expressing about the name of Cam, or Camera, and the baby that was born, something about the boy. It was going to be a boy. It was going to be a water sign. It was born on my birthday. Anyway, congratulations. The strange thing is that my girlfriend Leo hasn't actually told them about this. I was like, well, it's a major factor. Major, I'm also hearing major, minor. Make your mind up. Make your mind up is what I'm hearing. Make your mind up. But yeah, some of you, like I said, you're just a mum here. You're just focused on purely being a mother here. Purely being a mother. And a grandmother also, I'm hearing, like my grandmother spends a lot of time with, or wants to spend a lot of time with my child. Right, grandmother here. But yeah, Libra, you've 100% got quite a few kids here, I feel. And I feel like also a family business, like the business is run by a group of people where there might be family members involved here, See, the Sun is a very sceptical card for me, to be honest, because it means brand new. It means a brand new start, brand new beginning, complete ending, and a new cycle altogether, a complete new person, complete new life, like a brand new bank account, which means that you could be skin. You could be skin. Because it's a 10. It's the end of time, but it's not there. So it's kind of like you could have really met a new person or a new child, or just opened up, right, a new shop or a new idea and you've been getting info about that, and also about this person that may be new for you here, of like, we can't wait to get this going because it's really gonna like bring a lot of like support, right? So like a new idea, but like I said, a lot of you've just opened up like something new, like to a new person or a new shop or a new idea, and opening it up. Let's see. But you see, the thing is that when people have an opinion, you'll always have people that have a difference of opinion constantly. And in my eyes, it basically just depends on what's in your chart. It really does. It really does. And that is why human nature fights. It's because you're supposed to have a different opinion against others. Because if we didn't have fight, we wouldn't have flight. And we wouldn't have private flight, right? Thanks. But like, we wouldn't have life itself, because what would life be if everybody was just boring and just you looked the same, act the same, said the same thing, Cynthia? But like, what would you do? You would be bored. Right? If you didn't have something to focus on for success, what would you do? Give up? Well, I've got £10 billion. I don't need to go to work. I've experienced cars and fame and fortune. Now bored. Right? Because I don't need to work for a living. Right? You get old age pensioners, you know. They have to set up their life in order to be what they want to do. So there might be old age pensioners here. Anyway, Libra, sorry, enough chatting. Libra, 7 of Cups. See? Come in, madam. Come on. Come on over. What would you like? What would you like? You can have anything that you want. Can you afford it? Is it going to burn through your bank account buying this stuff? Right? But, again, it's like smoke and mirrors in a way. It can be, because it depends on what comes out through the rest of your reading, Libra. But the 7 of Cups is option and choice about, okay, would you like this? Come on. You know, look, come on, madam. Like, we have these for you. Come in. How does that smell? A little bit fishy. But how is that for you? Is that good enough? Would you like this? What would you like? Come on. Come on. Come on over, Libra. What do you want? Right? But like, yeah. Very sceptical card, to be honest. Because people are hypnotised by what someone has about them in a good way, or hypnotised about what it is that this person has to say or sell. Here. Okay, what have you got this time? What have you got for us? What have you got for us? What have you got for us? What have you got? Okay, so like I said, if you're business owners of a physical shop, people, you're putting things, which is business. You put things in front of people's eyes, right? So marketing and strategy is in order to get it in the right place, right? Is to get it, like when you walk into a shop, is to make sure that you have like things that are on offer. Majority of the time, I'll tell you how people normally use strategy of selling products is normally when you go in, you see a certificate that says that it has it unmarked and it says, okay, you really want to buy this because it was, say, £699, crossed out on offer for £50, right? Oh, wow, I've got to get that. I've got to buy that because it's £450 off. So we're going to have to buy that now because that's what we want, because it's on offer. So you only have a very limited time in order to buy it. So we're going to give you 3 or 4 months, but a limited time. You can buy this for this because it has £400 or £500 off. You know, that's strategy. That's business strategy for a lot of people that sell things on the market, right? We've got God knows how much product, right? It may not even be worth £600-700. But even if it isn't, we know in ourselves of what other people do not know is what goes into that product. Is it cheap product? You would never know. The person that owns the business would, right? So we're going to offer you it and put it in front of your eyes and say, wow, you can have all of this, right, for X amount of pounds because it's on offer. But only the person selling it would be the person that knows truly what goes on, what you guys wouldn't, right? What you guys wouldn't, unless you are the people that are doing it. And there you go. There's your business strategy, right? The better the devil you know is what other people don't, right? The truth that lies behind the 7 of Cups. Is it truth or is it a lie? Is it influence? Is it influencing people in the right way or the wrong way? Libra, right? Influence. Influencing people. Putting things in front of people's eyes of a strategy to not know or know what to buy and when to buy it. For instance, me, I buy VSTs and music, right? Music. A lot of the things that I come across to buy makes me want to buy it because I get emails and God knows what else that tells me, okay, for a limited time offer, we're selling you this, but in a month's time, it will go right up to an extreme amount of money. And even if you haven't got, if like I said, you have to be very careful if you are people out there that really struggle with your money. Like if you really struggle with your money, you have to be very careful of what it is that you buy here, right? Because are you buying it? Are you the consumers of Libra that buy, right, here? Because this can also represent your love. Do you buy it or do you not buy it, right? Do you buy the truth? Is this person more about like Wayne's World and like than anything else, right? Are you their main concern here? Because on a good vibe, if you've got a good person that's with you here, their main concern is you, is the family, is the kids, right? is that my family, my business comes first as a love relationship. If this is also business, Libra, my business and my family come first, right? So I'm prepared to do whatever it takes to support my family. But I can't tell you whether this is right or wrong. I can't tell you that. That's down to you guys of whatever these messages are that are representing things to you that is here, right? And the thing is that me, I'll give out all this advice, and as a business owner, I'll probably get like 1,500 views of this video, right? There is basically nothing that I can do in order to build my subscriber rate of getting my messages out there, really, right? Because people have to really believe in me and my messages in order to help, which means that comes down to you guys, right? Well, I mean, I believe it's also spirit, but you know, it depends on what is designed for you of what to have. But again, I'm picking up that it is down to the consumer in the eyes of the beholder, right? It's what we have that we're holding of like the strategy of putting things in front of people's eyes, of knocking a certain amount of money off it before you buy it. Because trust me, it does. For me, when music comes up, I'm like, man, I've got to get that this week, because if I don't, next week it's going to be gone, and it's going to be 600-700 quid, and there's no way I'm paying that much for that, right? But these people that sell, they know that, but they also know how much that is worth, right? So putting it at a lower bracket of price, people are going to like, let's have it, because I really want that, blah 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 blah, and then people will be selling, right here, and it's here. And trust me, if you get vulnerable twin flame people that are lost their mind and they need an answer for something, some tarot readers out there charge you £180 for a reading, and I ain't kidding you. Mine is £40, right, for an hour. The only reason I don't ever say it on here is because it's never changed, so it's just in case it does change. But mine is £40 for a whole hour roughly, of me giving you as much info as possible in that reading. Okay, some people, they're 180 quid, £180. I've even had some people trying to find out how much it is that I charge for a reading so they can undercharge me. Go like over my head and do it deviously, right? Well, if you're doing good, then I need to do something that's going to beat you, right? That's going to take what you have away from you because I want it, right? Let's see. Libra. Some of you could really be suffering with your ex here. Well, you should definitely be in a relationship. This reading is about relationship for a lot of it here. Well, business. But yeah, relationships. 100%. If you are not in one, then you could well be hypnotized by somebody that physically already is. Right? Because you should have kids and children here. Now, if there's any smoke and mirrors, it's more to do with business, but it could also be between you and your ex that you have children with, right? Because it's influence, but the person that you're with should be a very good influence. They should be a very good influence here. The person that you're with. My channel messages can be completely off kilter, or they can be completely different to what I see here. Because here I'm looking through a different set of eyes. Right? Where you're going, you're not going to need eyes. Right? Event horizon. Yeah. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 4 of cups. It's offer. It's opportunity. Opportunity arises and knocks. But somebody, because you're loving a relationship. If you're Libras that are hating on a person, it may be because you might be hating on a crossed sign. The fact that this person's already in a relationship. Right? Here. If not, you're spending time with your family. But you do have a smoke and mirrors. So I'm going to leave it there because that's an hour, and I've spent spent all of my chakra energy on focusing on one reading. Someone said your hair's getting long. I know. The only thing I want is the goddamn hairdressers to open up so I can have my hair cut, bruv. It's really annoying me. But yeah, and I'm not vain at all, but trust me, it gets on my goddamn nerves. It really does. But anyway, there you go. There's your reading, Libra. If you want more, this is where I now turn into the consumer of products of buying. But if you want to join, you have two options. It's very cheap. You got option 1, tier 1, or the full access bundle, or neither. But option 1 or option full access bundle. Full access bundle gives you everything. So there are a plethora of yearly readings, bi-weekly readings, single readings are over there also, and this, okay. What I'm doing at the moment is going through the weeklies. So you'll get a monthly, and then you'll get 4 lots of weeklies where the energy is current, because I'm going to do quite a few cards here that will give you the overview of your month. Then throughout the month, I basically just do weekly currently energies that all still go over to the full access bundle. So if you're a part of that, you get all of those. It's just a plethora, and it just does what it says on the tin. Everything that comes out through the month, it just goes straight there and you can have it. If not, and you do want to see the turnout to this reading for your monthly, you have those two options, because it will go to 1 and also the full access bundle. So it's completely down to you guys. But any kind of like, share and comment, I'd really would appreciate it. Take it under advisement of what messages it is that I give you. If it is doctors, lawyers, situations of control and narcissism, then my advice would always be the police, social services, all those kind of things, you know. Okay? Alright guys, thanks very much, and I will see you soon.